Libra, this is all about you. This is your weekly oracle and tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Welcome the edition of my Arnold Schwarzenegger poster. I'm on location, let's just put it that way. So this is an oracle card reading that reads energies for you guys. It's not a horoscope, so this is applied for wherever Libra influences your life or your natal chart. So it could be coming on from the outside too, right? Somebody that you're dealing with. Pull up a chair because this reading is for you. There's always an extended to this reading. So if you want a more personal, specific, like time and place, person specific reading, I do that, a full spread with tarot, and that link is down below, and it always includes your romantic reading as well. So if you're looking for romance readings, you would go to the extended as well. Now there's a new Libra video that I upload every single week, Libra specific video. So if you want them fresh off the press, please click subscribe and be sure to ring that bell so you get notified as soon as the new content comes up. Okay, so Libra, let's get going. See what energies we're dealing with. Libra, lay a solid foundation. So you're working very, very hard. I honestly think this is badass boss bitch energy. It feels like you're trying to build an empire. There is a sense of being uber focused right now and knowing exactly what you want. Now, of course, this could be, because this is Virgo energy, this could have something to do with love and relationships. Of course, building a relationship could be building the foundation for your empire. But there is a sense of working really, really hard. And it's not just a sense of working really hard. It's this sense of, I know what I want, everybody else get out of my way. There's a level of clarity that you have not experienced in a while, a sense of yourself and a sense of your entitlement. I know that sounds, I don't like to use that word a lot, but a sense of your entitlement to have what you want, because what you want is something that you really believe in. It's an extension of yourself in this world. So it doesn't feel like conceit. It doesn't feel like in the entitlement. It feels like focus. It feels like determination, Libra, and it feels like that you've gotten balanced with your sense of self-deserving versus your relationship and other people and what you want to give to them. It seems like you've gotten to a point where you know that there is a balance, and that balance is probably the foundation of not necessarily of what you're building, but of your ability to go after it. There's just this uber sense of, I know exactly what I want. Something matters to you a great deal. So there's a lot of green energy here, which is earth energy. You want this to be stable, and you're willing to work. It's almost like at this point, you're willing to take the time. You're not trying to rush things, because this is Virgo energy. It's a sense of slow and steady, committed to schedule, committed to purpose, and working extremely hard to make things better. It's like you're not afraid of hard work. I know that in a lot of situations, it's almost like you like to rush things, or you like instantaneous gratification, or it's very easy for a Libra to give up on things if they don't go well the first time. There's this energy that almost not circumnavigates that, but like bulldozes right through that. You've come to a sort of peaceful resolution of to not rush yourself and to not rush the circumstance or situation, knowing that going slower or moving slower is actually a blessing right now. Now, Venus is in retrograde in Gemini. That can be, since you're in a grand trine with Venus, your energy is in a grand trine with Gemini. It could be impacting you because Venus is your ruling planet, and Gemini is a really nice place for it to be, especially for you. So there's a sense of you could be actually liking the extra time that you have, the review period, or the fact that it seems everybody else has slowed down too, is enabling you to be okay with the fact that you don't feel like you're left behind or that you have to catch up. It's like, oh, okay, if we're all in this together, now I can be pedantic about the steps that I take and how I move forward. Whatever this circumstance is. Now, yeah, it could be your romance. It could be a romance, sure. But I think it's definitely more than a romance. It's just more. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. I just got something. Basically what I just got was, this is you on your way to a romance. Now, for those of you who do not have, who have a significant other already, and most Libras find themselves in relationships, that would not be the message for you, but there is a sense of getting on your way to this person that you're supposed to be with. This is a rebirth is assured, but it's come out upside down. So there is a level of stagnation, but that stagnation could also provide you the opportunity to watch, look, and see, like be very, very observant of what's happening, and also a sense of being protective and wrapping yourself up in this stillness so that you can almost have, like, it's giving yourself more time. In other words, it's internal. It's you allowing yourself to have more time, to not rush yourself. There's a level of faith here, a sense of, it's on the horizon. You have confidence that it's on the horizon. So let me just sit here, not just watch and wait as in you're doing nothing, but you are allowing yourself more time. Magic works through you. This is Cancerian energy. You're working on your way toward family, romance, and an empire. That's like, you're working on your way toward that. This is a cardinal water energy. So it's like you've tapped into some sort of flow, or you're the one creating the current. Regardless, this is you, once again, taking something that almost seems impossible, or maybe it doesn't exist yet. It's an idea that doesn't exist yet. It's a business that doesn't exist yet. It's a romance or a love that doesn't exist yet, but you don't care that it doesn't exist. You don't care that you can't touch it and it's not in front of you. There's a level of focus here of, it doesn't exist yet because I haven't made it. Okay? I'm about to make it. Right? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm in the process. And other people don't have to see, and other people don't have to know, and other people don't have to believe, because people only believe what they see. But you are believing what you see in your mind. You are believing what you see in your dreams. You are believing in potential and committing yourself to the work of manifesting that. So that's what you are. It's like you're in the midst of magic, making magic happen. And magic is really just quick. Magic is just manifestation in fast forward. That's what it is. So that's what you're doing right now. You're in the midst of manifesting. So you see it and you have that image very clear in your head. It's still in the dark. So it's still in a place where nobody else can see it. But you have this established relationship with it now where you can feel it. It's almost, you can feel it vibrating. So you know that it's there and nobody else needs to, because you're so connected. Really interesting. Transformation is beautiful. So this is your level of becoming. And this is a sense of still being in the cocoon, waiting. Not just waiting though. When a caterpillar is in a cocoon, it's not just waiting. It's breaking itself down to reform itself. So this is where you're headed, is this change. So there's definitely going to be some sort of change. And honestly, I feel like there's this change that's coming, not just internally. Something is helping to push this change along externally. I just got that. There's a sense of, yes, and it's because you vibed with that level of, I don't need anybody else's approval. I feel it. I feel it. It's happening because of me, through me. Okay, that vibe automatically like woke somebody else up or set an alarm off to an external source. It's helping you along. There's a push here coming from another direction, and I'm trying to figure out what this is. Leo energy. So this is your central energy, and it makes the total sense for this reading, Libra, because it is a strong sense of confidence and love and respect for yourself. It is a focus on your heart space self, not your ego, but your heart space self. In other words, that voice inside of you, that truth of you and who you are, and loving and communing with everything about you. And that's what he's always future facing. Fire energy is always future facing. So there's where he's focused on. He's focused on the future. He's focused on what is to come. He's focused on, not just focused, he believes it. He believes it and he knows it. So there's a level of confidence, not arrogance, but it almost is to the point where I know that I deserve this. I'm entitled to this, but it's not entitlement. And I still feel that strong sense of entitlement, but it's not in that bad way where you just expect something for nothing. That's the opposite of this. It's like, I know that I deserve it. That's why I expect it. And it's coming to me. Like there's no toggle room there. It's mine. That's the kind of level of like, badass certainty. And look at this. This is a card of awakening, of making the impossible happen. When pigs fly, well, piggies are about to fucking fly. So watch the fuck out for pork poop, because honestly, you're making the impossible come true. And this is a sense of almost like the stars realigning so that the impossible can happen for you. It's so cool. Make your dreams real. Once again, a card of awakening. This is you. This is an energy of you manipulating and building the string and building the fabric. Taking something from inside of you, which the spider does to create its web. Taking something and then literally taking something from inside of you and manifesting it outwardly. Now, what you don't know is what's going to end up happening is, think of the web. The web is used to catch things. It's almost like it's like you're building the fabric for your for your own personal net that's going to catch more opportunities. And life is speeding up, and this is Gemini energy. So it's wonderful that we've just, North Node has just entered into Gemini, because that's going to work very, very well for you. There is a sense of that energy, that new energy, because we just came out of Cancer energy, right? This is Cancerian energy, and we just came out of it, Cancer North Node. We just came, I don't know if we did a very good job with it, to be honest with you. I don't know if people paid attention to the energy that we're supposed to focus on in Cancer season, but when the North Node is in Cancer, but there is this energy now that has shifted into Gemini, and I think it's going to be a lot easier for you to be able to be North Node responsive now that that energy has shifted, and things are going to speed up rapidly for you and move along, and you're going to make much more progress. It's almost like the mud that you were trying to wade through has dried up, and you can just coast along on top of it now. Also, there's a sense of two becoming one and things coming together. So you could very well be dealing with, there could be motherhood on the horizon. Yeah. If your project, or this sense of, if you were talking about fertility, if you were working on your fertility, Libra, if you were working on, conceiving, it's coming along. That's going to happen. So this is Aquarius energy. Star card is public recognition and notoriety. It's coming towards you. So the truth is coming out, but it's almost like you're the truth that's coming out. So somebody's about to pay attention to you. You're about to get noticed. And then the romance card comes out right afterwards. And this is partnership. So if you're not already in a partnership, Libra, you're about to. So that romantic reading is going to do a lot for you. I would be very curious. So this is the energy of 6, which is love and romance. This is a sense of you finally, it's like you finally finding each other in terms of romance. Like it's almost like your heart light or a light above you has just gone on, and they recognize you. They see you. It's almost like you were hidden from them in the past. You were hidden, and now it's sort of transformed to a point where it's like, you see, it's like you were hidden, and you might have been in a very dark place, but in coming out of that very dark place, Libra, you've transformed yourself into something that is very much in the light and very beautiful. And it's that beauty that's getting attention. I don't know if you're working on your personal image, if you're doing your hair differently, or there is a sense of transformation in terms of your body type, working out, losing weight, all of those things are coming into fruition. And there's a sense of, because of it, you are becoming more of yourself. And by being closer to, like, getting this physical, to be closer to the internal, there's a sense of now people can recognize you for who you really are. And it's going to really work, especially when it comes to love and romance. It's like you're calling in your soulmate. Clear out the clutter is more Cancerian energy, letting go of those things that you're done with. This is what I heard when I pulled this card for you guys. You're done with all the relationships that haven't worked. You're done with all those are in the past. Like, you literally have completely and totally transformed into somebody that it's like you're no longer the person that your ex touched. You're no longer that person that got out of that marriage 5 years ago. You don't even have to think about those things anymore because they're really not a part of you anymore. You have literally transformed it. And it's just time for you to realize that. And that could be why the progress has happened, because you finally realized that it doesn't exist anymore. Like, the past is behind you and there's no connection to it anymore. Now this is the clutter that you have to clear out, Libra. It's the memory, the mind, the knowing, the thinking, right? It's like in other words, you're ready to let it go now. You're ready to let those relationships be in the past and be nothing to you. And you'll be surprised. It's almost like when you think of your past relationships, you'll almost think of them like, you'll know this is happening because when you think of your past relationships, or you think of your past failures of any sort, even not relationships, you will think of it almost like it's somebody else. You'll start to be like, oh my God. You'll feel it in your soul, like you'll know you're not that person anymore. And this will start happening to you a lot. Let it shine. So you've seen the direction forward. This is Scorpio energy. This is coming out of the dark into the light and focusing in on your direction. You see the way clearly now. And you've spotlighted it. You've put a focus on something. You've gained focus that you didn't have before, and seeing clearly. Look at this. This is 7, working on something. This is the energy of 7, which is working on something and manifesting something, creating something. But this is also Aquarius energy. So it's clarification and being able to see through the dark. It's like finding your way out of the dark. If you were in a dark period in your life, you're finding your way out of that now. And then we have now is a lucky time. You've got a lot of beautiful energy floating around you. And this is also a fertility card. So this could absolutely be, once again, conception, or just multiplying what you already have. So if you've already worked on something and it was stalled and it wasn't taking off for you, there is a sense now, Libra, that whatever you have been able to root or plant, and that little seedling is all of that's been stalled, is all of a sudden going to shoot up. Like, whatever you have built so far is about to be multiplied by like 1,000. So it's not like coming out of nowhere. You've already been working on this. Like the energy of 7, you've already had the direction. You've already been working on this, but it's about to take off. It's about to like multiply. And this is your grounding energy. Bring your ideas to life. So it's definitely 4 plus 2 equals 6. Your heart space is carrying you there. If it's not someone you love, it's something that you love. And you're literally like Dr. Frankenstein, adding the electricity to bring it to life. Those, you know that those ideas, they may not exist in this world. Like, this is the alchemical ingredient that creates magic, is that energy, that spark. And you are that spark now, because your belief in the impossible is that spark. That's what it is. It's like, it's that spark. I don't care that it's impossible. It's only impossible until it isn't. And then you have embrace the in-between. This is your energy. So embracing yourself, believing in yourself, and taking what is inside of you and manifesting it outside of you. And Virgo energy is like grounding, both it's your crowning energy and it's your grounding energy, is laying the seeds one by one, inch by inch, and planning for the future like it's not the future, like it's the present, because the future is guaranteed. That's how much you believe in it. There is this sense of believe in yourself. This is all you believing in you now. And believing in what's inside of you has the right to come out and be something real for everybody else. So these seeds have already been planted, Libra. And your confidence in them and in yourself is what is basically securing them and making them a truth, making them a reality. Hold on, I'm going to flip the camera. Okay, so pretty big reading, lots of energy, and it all comes back to manifestation and creating something, and the level of and having the confidence in yourself to be able to do it. This is your central energy, stabilizing you. It's your heart space. It's the heart itself. So really now having the tenacity and the conviction to be able to make the impossible happen and weave from inside of yourself reality that's external, that's about to catch you and trap you so many more opportunities. This is just self-acceptance. Accepting yourself, believing in who you are. And once you've believed in who you are, Libra, you realize that that's really the key. That was the missing snap that snapped everything into place, was believing in who you are. So through believing in who you are, you now believe in what you dream. You now believe in what you love, and you see the quality of that. It's almost like before this, everybody else and everybody else's dreams were more important, and how you could assist them and how you could help it. But now it's like, oh my, okay, I get it. What's inside of me is what's my responsibility. And it has importance, and my job is to build it. Yes, that's exactly it. So let's move on to the, let's move on to the extended. I want to flesh out these details, Libra. And then also, of course, we're going to get into your love and romance reading. There's a lot of love and romance here. And what I have to say about love and romance for you is it's waiting for you on the other side of the wall that you put up between you and your manifestations. I'll see you guys over there. Link is below.